Hello everybody and welcome to another quick Dwarf Fortress tutorial. In this video we're going to be talking about movement options. So this is something that's quite well hidden in the adventure mode beta. And the reason for this is in the old UI there is a piece of information that states whether or not you're overburdened and your move speed. This isn't in the game currently. So it's a little bit tricky for me to do this tutorial properly. Depending on what that UI ends up looking like, I might remake this tutorial when that is released. But for the time being, we can still get the gist of it. Down here, over by your character, there is movement options, also found under the hotkey M. We're going to click on that. In movement, there are several different options that you have. Sprinting, running, jogging, walking, strolling, and creeping. Now, this is useful for two reasons. Creeping allows you to get better stealth, whereas sprinting allows you to clear distance quicker. Because Dwarf Fortress is physics-based, it takes you a while to speed up, and also a little bit of time to slow down after you've been sprinting for a while. So if I set our character to sprint, and then begin moving, you'll see that we're actually gaining some distance on our horse, and our horse will need to run a little bit to keep up. It's quite difficult to actually explain why I'm moving faster or how I'm moving faster, but I can assure you, I am running. If I hit Z, you can see that we're already tired, because we've been sprinting for a little bit of time now. If I open the movement options up again and swap us down to a leisurely stroll, and then we begin walking, the horse catches up almost immediately, to the point where it had to lie down for a second to not run directly into us. And as you can see, we've already cooled off and relaxed. This is important for a few reasons. Stealth is something that's rather important in adventure mode, and can be made even better when you lie down. Now that we have the lying down icon down at the bottom, we can then click the movement options again, and you can see that we have some different options now. We have scramble, which is move as quickly as possible on the ground, faster crawl, fast crawl, crawl, slow crawl, and creep. And of course, this increases your skill. And of course, this has a higher chance of being stealthy. If I put us down to creep and then begin moving, well, the horse is going to give away our position entirely. We'd have to tell him to wait. But this is a pretty good way of sneaking up on things, especially if you don't want a lot of noise. Standing back up by pressing S and opening this back up defaults us back to walking. In here you can also set your swimming preference, when necessary or when possible. If you have it set to when possible, you will prioritize swimming. If it's when necessary, they will bump into the edge of a pond instead of diving directly in. If you set it to when possible, assuming you are above dabbling level skill of swimming, you will automatically walk directly into the water. The final movement option that you have is when you are mounted. So if I press H on the keyboard or the climb and hold terrain button to get on top of our horse, you'll notice that when you press M, you now have some different options. We can make our horse gallop, canter, trot, walk, stroll, or creep. And of course, you'll see that we have the worst possible stealth likelihood here, because we are literally galloping on a horse. If you need to get away from some combat really quickly and don't want to worry too much about your horse tiring out, this is the fastest way to get out of a bad situation. But will tire your horse out and they will begin to slow down. Once again, I might remake this tutorial once the UI is updated. Let's bring our horse back down to a walk and dismount with style. Now that we are on the ground, our horse is free to walk, and we are defaulting to walking. So, just to reiterate, we learned about two pieces of controls. We learned about movement options, which allow us to run, jog, walk, creep, and stroll, unless we are lying down, at which point then it's scramble, fast crawl, faster crawl, crawl, slow crawl, and creep. And of course, when mounted on a mount, you move at different speeds. Thank you very much for watching this tutorial. If this was helpful to you, please leave a like on the video. And if you would like to leave a comment down below, letting me know what else you would like to see in tutorials, if there's something I've missed or there's something you would like to see me get to, let me know. I'd love to hear it. If you want to see me live, you can find me at twitch.tv/BLINDIRL or on this very YouTube channel. I might even be live right now. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.